Hello everyone, most welcome to my YouTube channels. I want to learn English language. But what should I do for learning English language? This is a very common question that person who want to learn English language. And that question make a confuse. In this video I am going to talk what should you do for English speaking. In this video, I am going to give you some step when you follow, then after watching this video, that questions have no any confusion in your minds. Because in this video, I will tell you by the step, by the process. Okay? Not only for English language. Anyone who want to learn any language, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, Chinese, any language, that person have that questions come in our minds, what should I do? Because you are going to start new journey, you are going to start new language. That's why that type of question come in our minds. But when did you start to learn your native language? That is not question come in your minds. Because you learn that language by your cultures, but you live in that society, that community. No any person are speaking English language. That's why that type of question come in your minds. I give you very small example, 3 example. You listen very careful. 3 examples are very important for that video. Okay, first, when you are going to start to study, that times you have need some things for a study, like book, copy, pencil, a scale, cutter, razor, is many other things need for a study. Okay, means when you have not that things, then you have difficult. Not all the things are need for one times. Sometimes when you are drawing anything, that time you have need pencil, razor, cutter. When you write any answers, you have need copy and pencil. When you are doing a study on any subject, that time you have need copy, book. Okay, means that things needs. Second examples, when you cook food, that time you have need rice, a spice, onion, garlic, that type of need, vegetables. Okay, means you have need. Without a spice, you can't make a tasty food. Okay, that's why add in your vegetables. Third example, when anyone start to drive a car, that person who is follow all the things by the process. Means first use that things means follow clutch, brake, gear, steering, means all the things follow a step by step. If you don't follow, then more chance to accident and not driving a car in proper way. In 3 example, I hope you understand what I want to tell you. Means when you are going to start to learn English language, you have need some things like a vocabulary, English grammar, means that type of need like a when you are going to start to study. Second example I tell you for foods, means when you add some things, then your food like a tasty. Same things when you are talking to anyone, what things you apply, then your conversation like a more effective. Other person are attract toward you, and when you go to in front of publics, all person are saying to you, yes, you are a good speaker. What you are sharing to that point, other person very easy understand you. Third, my examples, when you are driving a car, that time you follow all the things step by steps. Means when you are learning English language, you have to need to follow all the English grammars step by steps. I give you a very small example. I'm going to Patna, I'm going to Delhi, I'm going to America, I'm going to London, I'm going to Dubai. Okay, if I make a sentence, I Delhi go to. I Delhi go to means that sentence like not a proper way. I eat mango. Mango I eat. That sentence is not like a proper way. Means when you are making any sentence, you should follow English grammar. That is making proper sentence. Okay, now I hope you got what I am telling to you. That things you have need when you are talk to anyone. Yeah, you are making sentence. You are speaking English language. Okay, now I am going to talk what should you do for English speaking. First, you have to work on vocabulary. You try to build a strong vocabulary. Means you have more vocabulary, then you discuss different type of topic. In every situation, you have to ability to make a sentence in proper way. Means when I give you one topic like organizations, what you think about organization, what you think about society, what you think about pollution. Means if I give you any topic, any subjective questions, if you have proper knowledge, proper vocabulary, then you are able to make a sentence and you speak on that topic minimum 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You try to improve your vocabulary. In this video, I tell you how to build vocabulary. First, I give you 4 steps. Okay, 4 steps when you follow, then your vocabulary is more strong. That is a very simple step, not a very complex. But you have to work, and no need to go to any other country, any area, any city, a school, coachings. You do that a step at your homes, in your closed rooms. No need to anything. If you have mobile phone, that's enough. If you have books, enough. Means you are a student, you have book, and you are watching my video, means you have mobile phones. In this step, I will tell you what is my first step. First, you read a book. In your mind, one question comes: what type of book read? Any books you read, subjective books like English, science, geography, social science, moral value, any type of books you read, novel, means you read this book. That is more helpful for you. If you are read these books in loudly, that is more helpful for you. More means what benefits means when you listen very loudly, means your pronunciation is also improves. That is the good way to improve our pronunciation by the speakings when you read a books. That is more helpful for you. Second, try to read newspapers. In your mind, one question comes: why I am not add in reading book with newspapers? Because books and newspaper both are different according to my point. Means in books use subjective type of word, but when you read newspapers use different word, different vocabulary, different sentence compared to books. Because in newspapers, when you read, then you find that word used in past times, past times, what happens, what he was saying, that things you read, and mostly what you read in use in our daily lives. That is more helpful for you. Third step, try to listen English in English, audio or video. That is more helpful for you. When you read any video, means you select any 5-minute video. That video when you watch, in 5-minute video use more than 100 word, more than 100 vocabulary. When you listen this video many times, that is more helpful for you. If you don't know any word, any vocabulary, when you read your book, newspaper, listens, audio video, you try to know what is the meaning of that word. That is more helpful for you. Last point, last step, means that is related to your daily lives. what you are doing in your daily life. In your daily life, you use your native language when you are talk to your parents, any family members, with your friends, when you go to market, with your society peoples. Means you talk to that persons in your native language. What you are using sentence, that sentence you try to make a sentence in English. Means if you are not able to make a sentence, then you try to know what use in your native language. You know English meanings that word. If you don't know, then you try to know what is the meaning of that Hindi and your Russian, France, what you have native language, that language you try to know in English language. When you follow that things, that is more helpful for you, and in only in 20 days you feel improvement in your vocabulary. That is the very beautiful step for improve vocabulary. If you follow that step day by day, your vocabulary improves, and in your mind one question comes: what, how many vocabulary need for fluent speakers? Unlimited vocabulary words in any language. But if you have more than 4, 5, 6,000 vocabulary word, you are able to talk to anyone's, communicate to anyone's. But still you have to work. Means people learn whole life word in our native language. When you are go to and talk to any politicians, that person use different type of word. When you talk to any celebrity, any sports, any motivational speakers, yeah, any lecturers, lecturer belong to in which fields, mean different background have different vocabulary word. Okay, that this is the matter in which field you are belongs. Means, but some vocabulary, that vocabulary used in our daily conversations, means that is the very common and very simple way. Now I move to second, what you should to do work. English grammar. This is the most important, fundamental of learning language. When you are going to learn English language, you have to work on English grammars, because you are belong to that country, you live in that society. No any person is speaking English language. If anyone is speaking English language, who is not talk to you in whole day, sometimes 1 hour 30 minutes. That's why if you learn this language by the help of English grammar, that journey is very beautiful, and you learn this language in very short period of time, and you don't feel more difficult. What times you make a sentence, that tense you follow. If you are saying anything in past, you follow past structure. If you have knowledge in tense, that's why I am telling to you, you follow English grammars. When you are making any sentence, you also use parts of a speech, verb, preposition, conjunction, noun, pronoun, adverb, adjectives. It's that type of English grammar you use. That's why I am telling to you. You use voice, narration, subject, verb, agreements. Means I'm not going to tell you you learn all the English grammars. You are beginner. You should learn basic English grammars. Parts of a speech and tense, both are more important for learning language. I also tell you source of English grammar. Where did you read English grammars? That is come in your mind. If you have source, that is the good thing. Means you read by your books English grammar. If you have no, you help to social media. You are using YouTube. In YouTube, lots of YouTubers who is make a video related to English grammars. If you watch that video, that is more helpful for you. You try to learn lots of English grammars, but not in only one day. You learn every day only one few grammars. you watch one video, and when you watch that video, when you learn one grammar, that related to that grammar, you make a sentence in your copy, 20 to 25 sentence. When you start to conversation, what you learn that grammar, then you try to apply in your conversation. That is the good way, best way to improve. Okay. Last step, source of English grammars. You buy any books, yeah, you join any online online anywhere, means for like a English grammar exercise, means lots of PDF available in social media, means you do practice English grammar exercise, means when you solve fill in the blanks, yeah, any questions, yeah, arrangements, different type of questions in English. When you do that thing, that is more helpful for you. Means I give you very small examples. Okay, today you read nouns. Okay, nouns. When you solve any questions, in that questions fill in the blanks. Means in this fill in the blanks use which type of that nouns in this fill in the blanks. Proper noun, common noun, collective, abstract, materials, which type of noun is used in this sentence. That is more helpful for you, and you catch that type of grammar using that sentence, true and false. That is more helpful for you. You do that things, that is more helpful for you. Last, you should do work on listen. I'm not going to in detail what you do in listen, because I told you in improve vocabulary, you watch video, read audio and video, and after watching this video, in this video you hundred of word, means you same things you do in listen. Means when you listen very careful, what type of word use, what type of grammar use, when you do that things, that is more helpful for you. Last things, last step, you do practice, try to speak in English language. You did all the things, improve your vocabulary, you work on English grammar, listen. Now you have to start to speak. When you start to speak, then in your mind different type of idea comes, what I have to do, then my English is improved. That's why I'm more focused on that things. And also you try to write in your copy daily routines, what did you do in your daily lives. You write notes, anything you write. When you write, that is more helpful for you, because your vocabulary and grammar both are improved. That's why I focus on writings. That is the more helpful for you, and you do that step regular, not only 1 day, 2 day, 4 day, 1 week. You do that step regular. When you do that things 4 week, 5 week, you feel improvement. Then change in your English language. That is the very best way, very beautiful step. That thing to improve. That's why I am telling to you. Again I repeat, vocabulary the most important. Practice, English speaking practice. You do more practice. If you have partner, you talk to your partner. And if you don't know that many, then you ask to your partner. English grammar, listening, writing, all are very important for English speakings. That things you should work. If when you should work on these things, then you feel improvement in your language. And that is the very beautiful way to learn English language. I hope you have no any confusion. What should I do for learning language? That is not question come in your minds, because I clear very easy in a step by step. First you work on vocabulary, after English grammar, after you do listen practice, after you try to start a speaking practice, after you do writings. Is that is the way to improve English speaking. Now I hope you have no any confusions. Thank you so much for watching my video.